Are you wondering why you've been on a losing streak today? You've given your best, but it seems it wasn't good enough? Now is the perfect time to refresh the components, elements, and mechanics of the game. Even the smallest details can impact your performance. So let's start with the number one thing, the meta, short for most effective tactics available. Refers to the current popular strategies, heroes, or playstyles that are considered dominating the game in the latest patch. Knowing the best tactics used by top players to elevate themselves is so important. I've created a video about the current meta, providing up-to-date insights. Check it out in the description below for detailed explanation. But always remember that picking meta heroes does not guarantee a win every time. Several factors can affect your probability of winning the game, and one of those factors is this. The most devastating factor that we can't control. Hopefully Moonton will address this unbalanced matchmaking issue that everyone is facing.
Meanwhile,
but the chance of carrying the game would be higher if I picked meta heroes in the upper tier, like Yuzong or Export. Since these two heroes are the most effective in the XP lane, they will dominate and significantly increase your chances of carrying your teammates, even in a 1 versus 5 scenario, compared to non-meta heroes in the current patch. This strategy is heavily utilized by top players to easily climb the rankings. But take note that before buying and using these top-tier heroes, make sure to check and understand their skills. Practice in Classic first, because they are not that easy to use and need to be fully understood to maximize their potential. The second crucial aspect is map awareness. While it may seem obvious to be aware of what's happening in the game, we often underestimate its importance. Utilizing it together with the time display at the upper center helps us make informed decisions about our next moves. Here's an example. At the 1 minute and 40 seconds mark, the enemy core is likely at level 4 and preparing to gank a lane. Since the turtle will come out on the top side, there's a high probability that the enemy core will target this area of the map for a gank before the turtle take. Before I realize it, I find myself enjoying the minion wave without acknowledging the potential danger. That's why you have to pay attention to both map and game time.
Why are you running?
So always remember when you are on the side lane, whether it's the Exp lane or the gold lane. When the turtle is about to spawn, it's best to stay in the tower if your enemies are not revealing themselves on the map. Stay away from these bushes, as they are perfect hiding spots for the enemy while waiting for the turtle to spawn. As a roamer, you shouldn't just leash and follow your jungle or passively stay on the gold lane. Map awareness will help you decide your next move and where to rotate on the map. You must constantly check the map to see who needs your help. In this clip, I was supposed to help Hellcurt farm the Litho Wanderer, but our mage is feeding the enemy, leading them to invade our purple buff. That's why we immediately reacted and went to the purple buff to contest their invasion, since enemies take 20% more damage when they're farming in their enemy's jungle. Notice our XP laner, who is also keeping an eye on the map and providing backup. That crucial move gives us both the early game gold advantage and early map control. Mid lane is very similar to the roamer's role, but always prioritize clearing mid before ganking to avoid falling behind in levels and gold. After clearing the mid lane, the best lane to rotate to is the one that is struggling the most. You can ask your roamer to follow you so they can help with ganking and speed up your rotations. But if they don't want to, then follow them instead. The third important thing is to master 2 heroes in each role. Becoming versatile across multiple roles is essential, especially for solo players. This allows you to adapt to various situations, such as dealing with challenging teammates. If you only master one lane, you will struggle to adjust when teamed up with another player who also prefers the same role. There are a lot of heroes in the game, so try learning other lanes and find one that suits your playstyle. Also, understanding all the roles will expand your knowledge of the game and help you improve. You'll know where they rotate, how they react in different situations, and how to counter their macro mechanics. As I mentioned earlier, meta heroes can help you rank up faster. However, if you don't like these heroes, you could opt for the ones you feel most comfortable with. Our fourth important aspect is countering heroes by using the correct items. Understanding how all the items work is beneficial and effective in countering enemy heroes. While recommended builds for heroes are helpful, they may not always be the best choice. There are situations where replacing one item with another can outplay your opponent, Keep in mind that you can build any item in the game on any hero, so familiarize yourself with all the items available. A good thing about the latest update is that it now suggests items that counter enemy heroes, making it easier for everyone. The fifth aspect is analyzing updates. I understand that people tend to be lazy when it comes to reading updates, especially myself. However, this brief reading can significantly impact your gameplay. Notably, the latest update buffed assassins and mages by introducing new equipment that is clearly well balanced.
That's a lot of damage.
They are constantly updating to shake up the meta and give other heroes their time to shine. Additionally, these changes encourage players to explore different strategies and prevent the game from becoming repetitive. The sixth aspect is familiarizing yourself with all the hero's skills. There may be times when you face a hero, and not knowing their passive skill or understanding how their ultimate works can be a disadvantage. Questions like, why is their cooldown so fast? And why can't I stun him can arise. This is a basic aspect that many people tend to skip in the excitement of finding a match and playing the game. Don't forget to pay attention to this crucial element. The seventh thing is setting up your game settings before entering a match. Before finding a match, reboot your phone, configure your emblems, settings for each hero, items for each hero, ensure your Wi-Fi connection is stable, set your frame rate to 120 FPS, powder your thumb for smooth gameplay, and please take a bath first to remove all bad luck. Last aspect is to be focused and be mindful in the game. Maintaining mindfulness and concentration is essential. Avoid mindlessly engaging the enemy or staying on the lane without strategic awareness. As I observe top solo queue players in other games, they avoid taking uncalculated risks and only engage in fights when they are confident that they can win. If you are unsure or the possibility of a successful engagement is 50-50, it's better to play it safe and stick to your usual strategy until the enemy makes a mistake. One of the hardest aspects is making quick decisions, and some players ignore this by recklessly charging in as long as they have teammates with them. You should know when to retreat and when to engage. If you don't know what to do in that situation, it means you lack micro skills and need to improve them. Micro skills refer to your ability to control your character precisely, execute abilities effectively, and make quick, informed decisions in the heat of battle. Improving these skills will help you react better in complex scenarios and increase your chances of winning every single time. Your goal is to win the game, so change your mindset to that of a champion. If you experience losses early in the game, don't let your fighting spirit drop and say it's GG already. Instead of thinking we lost, MMPA, think about how you can win in this scenario. Mobile Legends is an emotional and mental game, so keep your mind focused and stay determined. Just like what OG did in their TI-8 run in Dota 2, they made comebacks in every single losing game, showing us how mentally tough they are. Additional tip: every game, remember to take a 3 to 5 minute short break, drink water, take a deep breath outside, and reflect on the last game. Don't let your emotions dictate your actions, as it can lead to a worse situation.
Do it! Just